Rail Talk is sponsored by Epic Insurance Brokers, one of the nation's top retail insurance brokers, providing expertise across key lines of insurance, including property and casualty, employee benefits, and unique specialty insurance. Our guy, our homie, Chris Moore, leads Epic's equine specialty practice. You see him at the sales, the races, etc. Can't believe I didn't see him at the Preakness, but I'm sure he'll be at the Belmont and he'll be at the Ocala June sale. This is his passion. Like, Chris lives and breathes this racing and breeding industry. He's a great guy, and he has the expertise to help you unify your insurance policies. As you know, if you have an equine farmer business, you got to buy a lot of different insurance policies: farm insurance, auto insurance, workers' comp, mortality insurance. Chris can help unify those so that you have a common renewal date for everything, which makes sense and makes things a lot easier, less complicated, less to keep track of. And he can help you clean up your insurance mess. He'll create a program that works for you. You can call him up or give him a text at 317-650-4519. Set up the conversation. He's a great hang, first of all, but he knows his business and he knows racing inside and out. So give him a holler. Tell him Joe and John sent you. And that brings us to this week's
Epic Performance of the Week.
And who else could it be but the winner of the Preakness, Journalism? That was freaking phenomenal. We're going to talk a lot more about it, obviously, but just the guts that horse showed to be able to bull through that hole. Now, we can argue about whether or not the jockey should have gone through there, but regardless, it took a lot of heart and fortitude for that horse to be able to do that and then kick on late and reel in a horse that didn't seem like he was stopping. Journalism is, to me, clearly the best 3-year-old in the country right now. Obviously, Sovereignty won the Derby, but Journalism's resume is such that he's the leader in the clubhouse. And it was a lot of horses would have backed out of there, John. A lot of horses would have been like, whoa, not for me.
Right.
But he would not be denied.
No question. And you know, I know we literally had a horse in the race, so it was a little bit difficult to kind of watch everything else other than our big gray colt. But I had a chance to watch the race a few times after the results came in. And I got to tell you, Journalism, you know, did it on his own. I mean, he absolutely won that race almost despite of everything that was going on in front of him. And to me, that shows the measure of a champion, is a horse that despite everything going against you, you still have the talent and the want to hit the wire first. And that's what happened. I mean, I think even the track announcer was surprised that the horse won, given all the trouble that he got into, midway down the stretch. It was phenomenal to watch. And again, I was watching us kind of coming down the outside, and it's a good thing we came wide down the stretch because there was such a kerfuffle going on the inside of us that we came out relatively unscathed. But for those 3 horses that were involved, goal-oriented, Journalism, and
Clever Again.
Thank you, and career.
Clever Again.
Clever Again. Why do I keep wanting to say career-oriented? That was one of my old horses from 30 years ago. Sorry, a brain fart. And Clever Again. For Journalism to bully his way through and hit the wire first really showed a lot of athleticism and a lot of class. I know that we talk about the great stuff and also the not so great stuff in the business and kind of everywhere in between. I don't think that Pimlico is going to go down in Flavien Prat's races to be looked at in his career.
Okay. We're sticking with the epic performance of the week, John, which is journalism. We can get into the rest of the stuff. Epic performance of the week. Go check him out. Give Chris Moore a holler. Journalism, no brainer. Epic performance of the week.